at y'all real quick. I'm gonna make this fast and in a hurry. Bottom line, let's get into it. Yo, something bothered me. I showed a receipt on this channel. Remember, it had part of it with Trippie Red talking. The guy asked him, does he think Fake Love or F Love, however you want to say it, was a breakthrough song for him? Do you remember what he said? Do y'all remember what he said in the video? See, I show these receipts. People are like, oh, they're irrelevant. Now, look, this is headline now. What did he say in the video I showed? What'd you say? No, you tell me what you said. Like, is he forgetful? You literally took the credit from X and said Lil Yachty made you. That's what you said. You said the song with Lil Yachty was the breakthrough. Now you're trying to show last text. Just this song and dance, it doesn't fool me. It doesn't fool nothing. When are they going to understand that? It doesn't fool nothing. Now to double this down, let's take a look at something, because I'm a little confused. I'm highly confused how everybody's saying this stuff. Like when situations pop up, they're giving all types of credit. But when really talking about it, you really didn't release anything. Like, it made no sense. I'm like, he just said that song wasn't even, I don't know. I don't know what to think of you guys anymore. It's like you're seeing one thing about what you think of a rapper, and it just makes no sense, because then you're somewhere else talking in these interviews. I was going to go to the same one, but I'm looking for a specific one. Because I will admit, you're making TikToks now. Oh, spare me. You're making TikToks now. I'm sorry, he's making TikToks now. Oh, stop. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, really? Is that where we're at now? Let me go to my notes. Let's do it. Enjoy.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, yo, this nigga, what just happened with us hanging? It was like 2 hours. What happened? And I think I kind of put the pieces together.
I just don't like niggas that just talk behind the scenes. Like, why are you talking behind the scenes about me saying I can't come somewhere when I was just there, just pressing you about the same shit? I was trying to pull up on you. You niggas talking about on house arrest and all that shit. I was like, okay, cool, but I'm still trying to pull up. Then he's trying to arrange just some lame shit.
Just to be clear, because, and again, I'm going off what the internet be like. You know, internet got like whatever theories about whoever. Niggas be like, X be about the action when it comes to like catching the fake. You was trying to put up on him?
Well, you're just not no bitch, bro. I put up on anybody. It don't matter who you is, bro. I know X. He'll fight me. I'm not.
Here's the thing. That sounds good. That sounds good. Then when y'all catch cases, y'all be trying to cop pleas. When you are catching a case, you be like, nah, I ain't had nothing to do with it. Ducking and stuff. What's crazier is you said this directly to DJ Academics, the same guy who hung around 6ix9ine. Don't you see what's happening to 6ix9ine? You just gave open statements, premeditated. Like, they don't even realize it. You just made an open statement to Academics.
At the end of the day, I'm with all that too. And that's what I want to do, really. I don't really like all the talking shit. This shit just, it's wild, though. Like, the nigga just keep saying a little lame shit and doing a little lame shit. It's like I did nothing to you, bro. I was nothing but respectful to you.
No, I'm no magician, but this doesn't sound like a conversation narrative I'd carry about someone who I presume to be a friend. This dropped in March. Really? 3 months before it happened? What did you mend in that time?
Feel me? I promoted you in a good manner. I was never like any type of way towards you. Feel me?
But also, shortly, we're about to see you give proper respect that people should give to a person to the man that was alleged to be involved in this situation. That's what you're about to do. So why randomly showing text about his last text to you? I don't get what narrative you're trying to push. I don't get it. It makes no sense.
It wasn't fake, my nigga. Like, I did nothing wrong. Like, I idolized.
You said he was like.
I idolized Drake, bro. Regardless of anything, Drake.
Any man that idolizes another man, you can't be taken serious. You can't. Any man who idolizes another man, idolizes. Listen to his words. Idolizes. That's his idol. You put a statue of Drake on something and worship it. That's what you're saying. You do that to another man, I can't respect that. No normal man with a sack respects that. That's not respectable. It sounds good, but that's just another man. That's not. You want to know what's funny? Academics, you said something very similar. Two birds of a feather flock together. That's why you're not pushing the narrative. That's why this is going so smooth. Y'all both got the same thing. You idolize Drake too. You guys treat this man as a god above you. Like he could tell y'all to do anything. I bet y'all do it. If he said be in the room on your knees, I bet y'all would. In all honesty. He said he idolizes another man. Like, yo, that ish low-key hurt my spirits for the future when dealing with these rap careers. If I idolize another person how can I ever top them? That's the thing. They're going to argue, well, I ain't say that. I don't want to be. No, you just said you idolize them. You're done. After you said that, your narrative was done. You ain't learned from another man not to idolize another man? Where'd you miss that lesson? Where'd you miss that lesson? I'm confused. This is where I'm at with it. That makes no sense. Listen to what he just said. He idolizes Drake. So if you were told to do something by your idol, you do it. You do it. We're not dumb. You do it. That's a fact. Like a puppet. Yes, master, you do it. That's a fact. So what's actually being said? So off of this persona, I've already built your character. I'm showing you how feds work, how whatever, investigator. I just heard what you said. So this guy, let me use my 1950s word. This guy fancies Drake to the point he idolizes him. What type of talk? What are you? What? Really? I may have missed that before. I just thought that was crazy. I was like, this guy over here, so cocky during the interview, but you idolize another man. So cocky during that interview talking, but you idolize another man? When you idolize something, you see it above yourself. You don't realize that? That's what an idol is. It's placed above yourself. You pray up to it. Really? Oh my goodness. All right, let him talk.
He's one of my favorite artists. I'm not gonna change how I feel about somebody because I'm friends with you. You feel me? Like,
that's just Drake though. I feel like it has to be some other shit more than that. It can't just be like you choose to work with Drake. It can't be.
And you know what?
There has to be some other. Maybe you did some shit he didn't like and he probably told you.
I agree with academics. Listen to the rest of this narrative. I think he caught that spot on. That's why, if you notice body language, his head was turned to the side. When he started saying this, once he started saying it had to be more than that. This dude turned straight up to the side. He was like that, like there was something else preoccupying him. No. I think academics caught you up with that one. I will say that. I think he got you.
But maybe that Drake shit was the last straw. It got me.
I mean, it could.
Yo, I can't make this stuff up. He was like, you see, it went all the way back like that. What you looking at?
Maybe the Drake shit was the last straw because Drake shit.
Still looking that direction.
I didn't do shit, bro. Still literally with the drill. He tried to call me and say I ain't do nothing when he was in jail or some lame shit that his mom.
Some lame shit. Listen to how he. Remember how I showed you Kid Trunks? Listen to how he speaks about him. This is the real him. This is the real you. I can tell. This is who you really are. You can see it all written all on your face. Once you started saying that, that's the first time since academics said what he said, you're looking dead at the screen. At first, you couldn't look. That's a telltale sign. Look at the side of the brain you're looking out of. Do I need to spell it out for you? I see it. This is the real you. This is how you really feel. That's a fact. This is not a joke. This is how you really feel.
His mom said it on some weird shit. I'm
like you put up a post like free him and nothing like that?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I gave a whole, like, it was at Rolling Loud, bro. I gave like a whole little section of my performance to X, you feel me? Like, I told him that how I felt about the situation and all that shit, you feel me?
And because you did that, there will be no reason to say what he said. So I truly believe there's something else you did. I truly believe there's something else you did. It's not that cut and dry. It's not that cut and dry. We know real life stuff. Niggas that hook up in the industry, that's cool. They ain't beefing over stuff like that. Not beefing. That's a woman-like beef. There was something else that happened. I don't know whether you did it. Maybe it was based around something you said to Drake when you were around him. Something said to your idol. Remember, your idol. There was something you did or said that he didn't appreciate. Something that got back to him, that he saw you for who you really were, and he addressed it. He said that to you.
It was just whatever. Like I performed "Fuck Love." I played one of his tracks, and then it was cool. But I mean,
all right, now before.
So I called him back. You feel me? Everything was gravy. Like it's the same shit. Bro. I ain't even gonna lie. It's like the same shit with 6ix9ine. It's like the same shit. Like niggas act cool after something happened. I guess he was really heated about that shit. That I guess he thinks I didn't say anything when he went to jail. Feel me?
So you probably think.
But here's the thing. Now listen. He said same thing. See, we catch you. You said same thing as 6ix9ine-ish, right? Did he not? Fact or false? Did 6ix9ine say Treyway was busting shots at you? Did he not say that? So over a woman-like occurrence that you said about X, you said the same thing, had the manager allegedly busting shots at your whip. This is what 6ix9ine said. When he told it, he said he was shooting at you. What really happened? Because funny business with that, because ain't no friendship. You said something happened between y'all. That was more than that. More than that. It has to involve a scenario. It's more than that. And you said same thing as X. I believe you did the same conniving snake thing that you did with X, with 6ix9ine, and with 6ix9ine with X. I believe it. What it is, I don't know yet. But come on, your demeanor, what you're saying is giving it up. You just compared it to someone who you just got exposed at by being attacked by their manager. So now you're giving it up. You see how easy investigative work that is? You're going to snitch on yourself every day. You're going to do that. It's easy. It's so easy to get you guys to snitch on yourself. Like you just told on yourself. Just like X, 6ix9ine. But we know what happened with 6ix9ine. what happened with X, though. You get that? It's simple like that.
Now, yo,
you compared it.
This nigga, like, I got locked up. He ain't even like throw up a post or some shit, and I feel a certain type of way.
Yeah, it could be that. I mean, I don't know.
How doesn't he know? Now, before that, he just told you a story of what it was. Now, I can see academics get you guys every time. He tricks you. He re-asked it again a different way. This time you said, maybe, I don't know. You were just for sure a little while ago when he got more direct. Now that he's general, maybe, I don't know. It's cut and dry. Thank you. You solved it for us. So there's something going on between you and X, as well as we know what went on with you and 6ix9ine. There was a beef where y'all got in the gunplay. Well, I don't know if you did, but they did at you. This was court documented in the court system. The courts know. Okay? So don't play a different role now. And you compare them. See, subconsciously, it sounds good what you're saying when you're speaking on things that way. But what you're doing is giving us a glimpse of the window. What do they say? The eyes is the window to your soul. You're looking directly in the camera. Then when certain things are mentioned, you're looking away. You're giving it up. You're giving everything up. So there was more going on with you concerning X than a last encouraging text, than other things. There's something else that was going on. And you said you idolized a man he had some drama with because of the use of his music in a certain way. That sounds funny to me. And if you idolize the man they're accusing, what do you know that you're not saying? Because at this point, you seem like the middleman in between that whole entire situation. You would get called, and if Drake was on the phone, you'd run and pick it up. Am I right or wrong? There's more to you on this situation. I don't know yet, but I'm going to look deeper.
You don't care too much about it like that, but I do at the same time because it's like, it's weird. Why you even
acting with me though? Like, yo, you gave him a chain. Y'all was cool. You said it was your best friend. Like,
hold on. Why? This dummy gave him a chain. So you would think it's homie. Why is he quiet when he's saying this? Like, not like we are, because y'all weren't cool. So what time and what day did you get cool? Maybe he sent you a last text for a reason to say, I don't want to beef with this person. I just want to be free. I want to do good for people. I'm not trying to beef with this person. He took the high road. But see, the way you sound, it don't sound like you can match that energy. Don't sound like you're a take the high road type person. Not to what you're saying right here. That I can tell you and promise. What else do you say? He gives it all up. I can't make this
right
up.
Now I feel like everything going out over.
That's the type of nigga I am. He already know it. I done called him multiple times. I already called him.
Well, he don't answer your phone.
That nigga be on some weird shit, but I don't know what he on.
So he's on some weird ish. You just said, listen, he contradicts himself. That's how you know there's a lot. Earlier on, and I remember that, I'll play it back if you need it, guy. I'll play it back. You said the reason he's mad is because you're not calling him while he's in jail. Now, you're the maybes, could be's, and then we're here, right at this spot. You say, oh, I call him all the time. He's on that weirded. What? You just, within the same interview, contradicted yourself to every single point you made earlier, and you're talking it through. Now, objectively, we could say if you're allegedly smoking something, you forgot. But at the same time, you're on a live interview, so I'm pretty sure you keep your wits about yourself, knowing who you're speaking to when it's academics. Really? You can't play with an interview like that. This guy's asking you questions. He got you against the fence. Look, hold on. He was like, I called him. He's on some weird stuff, bro. What? Now let me teach you another thing about body language. When a person's gonna exhale that way in the middle of answering a question, their creative side has failed to produce the answer, which means most likely if it couldn't flow like water, you were producing a lie. That's the normality of the creative side of the brain. Think about it. It makes perfect sense if we look at human. You said, I call him a lot. He does this, but he's a weirdo. Why is he a weirdo? What's so weirdo about him? You're not expressing it. You can't talk about he has color, his hair changed different colors. You got red hair right now. You can't say nothing else about anything normal that would claim someone a weirdo. Because he's not answering your calls, he's not. He's a weirdo. And very interesting. Very interesting.
Every time he says something, bro, just know I call him.
I hold on.
You double down on your contradiction. How? You just said because you're not calling him in the beginning, when he was in prison, he felt some type of way. Now you just said what? This guy genuinely contradicted himself live. I don't think anyone caught this. He contradicted himself. Being asked the same question in different ways.
Because niggas definitely thought you were talking about him this time. Remember when he put up some posts?
Yo, I wish I could show you this glitch. He was in the screen when he said that. Then when academics got to the deeper part of the friend thing, he was gone. He's not even in front of the phone. See, now you took yourself all the way out of being live. You basically disconnected from it. I don't know about you, but let's say I was an investigator. I would be looking for everything you're doing to see something. You just expose yourself. Your body language meets every criteria of something ain't right. Every criteria. I mean, you did it. It's laughable. It's like, this guy's lying. You're lying, Trippie Red. What really happened? You said all this at an earlier point and you're telling me now y'all friends? This don't sound right. Why would a friend just 2.5 months before the passing of his friend be talking like this? There wasn't a public statement to say y'all made up. Last person we seen him make up with was Ski Master Slump Guy. I never seen him make up with you on any terms. Except now you're playing his song everywhere and claiming that song didn't help make you. How are you serious?
Like, I don't want to, like, I'm not going to give my energy to certain
and get me right, it's not that he wasn't established, but that song was way more notable to most.
Came about, bro. That's when he started acting weird to me. You feel me?
He's off screen talking. Look, I can't make that up. Off screen talking. Do you see his face? He's off screen talking. Why? Why'd you slide off screen to talk?
He posted that shit.
Do you feel he was talking about you?
And he posted that.
Look at him skipping it.
Like,
skipping the question.
Had called him
skipping it.
Answer type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Skipping
so I was like, the fuck type of shit is this? So I posted what I said on my shit. And then guess what? That nigga tapped in. He called. And then when he called, you feel me? It was where I told you, niggas, like, niggas tried to chop it up. He told me that shit about what his mom had felt like.
Look deep. Look deep. Look deep. I need y'all to check this out. Look deep. Let me say this. Look deep into what he just said. He said, and then he tried to call me to chop it up, basically saying, like, what he did pressed X. So you're pressing him too. You're admitting you pressed him. Why?
Oh, that's like, girl, that ain't even how niggas rock over here. I fuck with you. I rock with you, nigga. Ain't nobody like, nigga, when you went to jail, nigga, I did the shit out my performance. I didn't feel the need to post it or anything. I just thought it would be cool to do a little performance, say free you and give a whole little moment for you at my show. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, correct me if I'm wrong. Because, again, I'm looking from the outside, and I mean, like me and you, we've talked, me and him, we've talked, but like I'm still looking from the outside, right? I'm looking at it like this. The Fuck Love song was your song. You gave to him, but also he allowed that to be on his album. So I'm thinking it's like y'all helping each other almost, right? Where like you gave him a dope song, he killed it, and then he also gave you that good look by being on his album. You feel me?
It's really just, I mean, yeah, you can look at it like that. That's when I was friends with him, you feel me? I was cool with him when we did that shit. It wasn't even more so like we went to the studio together and made that song. It was more so like I went to the studio with him. He wasn't rocking with the beat. And I asked the producer, could I have the beat? He did something else. I went to what
he wanted the beat. You see, X is notable for that song more so than him. He wanted that beat. How badly did he want sole ownership, though? That's a good question.
studio recorded the chorus and then posted a snippet up on my Instagram, and then he DM'd the snippet to me, and then he was like, I want the song for my album. I was like, all right, bet. Let him have it.
Did you know it was gonna be that big?
I expected it to be big. Anything I do, I expect it to be sort of big. Like, I ain't really aiming
We're talking about what X did, not what you did.
I knew it was gonna be big. I knew it was gonna be a mixture of his fans and my fans, and just it was gonna go hard. I knew.
So do you feel like he kind of put you on, like not like put you on like in a game, but like gave you a big boost by having that song on it? Because that's the only way I can conceptualize.
This is the first time this entire interview he did not have an answer. That's I rewatched this. That was very interesting to me. I'm like, why can't he answer that? I mean, unless we're considering that it's the truth. See, Academics has a very weird way of his interviews. He could either play on someone else's reasoning for the interview to expose something, or he'll go for the jugular with stuff he's asking. He just went for the jugular on you, and you don't know what to say because he skipped all that. Nah. Did you feel some type of way? Because you know X is a superstar now. He puts you on game. You see, he's like, because when he probably said something that lingered in his subconscious. It's lingering in your subconscious. You really don't have an answer for it because overall, you felt that way. You felt that way. But that's the thing. You didn't feel like you were in a position to need to say it until now when you're being questioned. But then later you're doubling back with last text to X. It's very strange at the least. You know, that could just be him. He could just be on the best stuff like he's Pilot Man, like he's flying high, whatever. But my thing is, when you're in an interview, you need to know what you're doing. Very strange of you, my guy. That's very strange. I just got to note that. I found that the most strange thing throughout the interview. Like, why did he get so choked up at that part? Do you think X the reason that you're buzzed in the game? He was like, let's see the answer.
Would feel like
that's kind of like saying, since Yachty just put me on the song 66, that he put me in a position. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about it. It don't really necessarily mean he put me on or did anything.
Every time you do a feature with artists like Lil Yachty with such a large fan base, and X they do put you on to some things because you're not as large as them at this time. You're not. You weren't as large as them at this time. Come on. Stop lying. We could go find numbers. You weren't as large as them at this time. That's the key thing. You weren't.
I was going to do that regardless. That was going to be my song regardless. So.
Got you. Did you just hear what he said? That was going to be my song regardless. He feels some type of way about the song. So let me ask you, not really about X on some weirdo ish, is it? It's not really about the stuff that were kind of thrown out there. It's because he said he was putting it on his album, but at this point, you're saying it's still going to be my song regardless. You feel some type of way about the song, whether you knowingly do or not, or you wouldn't have said that. That would have been the furthest thing from your next words. It's about the song. What happened with the song? It blew up. He got most of the attention for it. You didn't get the same attention. What happened? I now see it's about the song, right? You just said it. Just said it. It's still going to be my song regardless. No, dummy, you featured on the song with him, but he can't accept that. It's still going to be my song regardless. Do you hear it? We catch you guys. We catch you. You tell on yourselves time and time again. You always will. Because with malice and animosity that you're bringing in this, you can't hide what the fact of the matter is. You feel some type of way about that song. X killed it. You didn't expect that to happen. Now it's huge. And people are talking about his parts. You're like, I'm on that too. But you're playing secondhand. He's Rio, you're Ken. Okay? He's Batman, you're Robin. And you feel some type of way. I can hear it. You feel some type of way. That's a fact. You do, or you would not have said that. Think of the necessity for me to say, it's still going to be my song. What's the necessity of me saying that if I'm making new hits that people are recognizing me for? You see how I told on it? Gotcha. Gotcha. Just listen to when these guys speak. They'll get themselves. Gotcha. This whole time, you couldn't admit nothing about the song. You acted like it didn't mean nothing. To conclude DJ Academic segment, you literally go ahead and say, still gonna be my song. You just did it.
I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really like, it's like this, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I didn't want his fans. I don't really,
It is about the song. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Hold on. I'm going to try and run that part back. Listen to what
my
he
song
says.
regardless. So I don't really.
It's my song regardless.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like it.
He does a breakdown. Listen.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I didn't want his fans. I want my own fans. I don't care for that shit. I was going to drop the song myself. So it was like.
There you go.
It's whatever, man. I don't really.
The song blew up. He felt some type of way because he's not worried about mixing the fan bases. He wants his own fans. AKA, when X killed it and said he's putting it on the album, he was like, shoot, man. In the back of his head, he's like, I should have ran that one dolo. You know how you be with your friends mentioning things and y'all laughing? I believe he was around a group of people like, I should have just did that dolly. I would have killed that alone. I guarantee you said that at some time. Am I wrong? Because I highly doubt it. You felt dolly, you would have did that. Now it's a huge hit and you're featured. You don't want his fans. You don't care about none of that ish. You're just thinking about building yourself. So how better than for you to done the beat alone and not even including it? But it blew up already. And he's getting mad praise for it, right?
Mm-hmm. I can't really say nothing besides like it's whatever. Like I wouldn't really like. He's not Drake to me, bro. He's not doing nothing.
Got you. You idolize that man, Drake. You idolize him a lot, don't you? So much. This is the second time as a grown man you've openly admitted to idolizing another man. I don't know everybody around the world, but I can tell you in general, as men, we speak of icons, legends, people that we learn from. I never said I idolize that. That's some whole other stuff. That's what I'm saying. They will always do what I want them to do. See, I played this light. Remember the first time I played this, my focus was DJ Academics. Now you're seeing the other view. Listen to this guy. He's friends with X, but idolizing the person who X believes has violated him. How does that work? Does the idol win? Or the random person I never really ain't give a ish about making a song with in the first place? Who wins in his mind? Who wins? It's not X. Your respect for Drake is way higher than X. So anything going on between those two, you would easily be a confidant for Drake. You idolize him. You do whatever. You feel whatever. You're just Drake's your guy. I put a statue of him on a pedestal because I idolize him. Idolize him. Listen to what you're saying. You idolize him. I'm disappointed in you. Matter of fact, me knowing you're an artist that openly admits you idolize people, I can't even listen to your music no more. There's one song I'll listen to, maybe Dark Dumo, because Travis Scott killed that. Travis Scott made your song. He annihilated that. That's the only reason I'll listen to it. But other than that, I can't listen to you as an artist no more. You just showed me that you're biased and that you being the greatest is not obtainable because you idolize another man in the same game as you so much that you competing to beat them is less to none because you idolize them. You God tier them, which means you don't see yourself equal.
I think that is better than me that much, bro. Like he not no. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying when Lil Uzi said he fucked with Lil Pump, like that was his whole spark. Like no,
he F's with him. He doesn't idolize him. Do you get the difference? You're saying a certain word. You repeated it twice. I let the public hear you say it twice. I gave you the first one and said, that's odd. Kept it moving. You said it again. Oh, you said it again. You doubled down. Don't belittle it. You doubled down on saying you idolize him. I gave you a chance to use a new word. You see him as an idol.
niggas is in my same bracket. He was on a year before me. Where he blew up off of a song. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about X. Got you again. You see? He goes from telling you he idolizes one person. Now he's talking about X, saying we in the same bracket. I don't see him in this. Who told you? That wasn't even part of the question. The question he asked you was something totally different, but you're so stuck on him in this song that you can't help but show this is really you. This is really you. Yes, it is. This is who you are compared to looking at X. It's not buddy. This is who you are. Bottom line, this is you. We got you. Now we got you. This is who you are. Listen to how you speak about him. So before you show a last text and try and give some type of credit, Listen how you spoke about a person when they're there. That's why you don't do this. He's not even asking you questions to things you're saying. Listen to what you just said about him. That's crazy. Play this back for yourself. It sounds crazy. In all honesty, Drake probably gave you an honorable mention. He ain't running up behind you for features. Why you idolizing a man that don't care if you get paid or what you do? He could care less about that. He may look buddy-buddy in public and use you when it's usable. Again, as the great mogul said, you see the difference? You say, idol, the great idol. No, as the great mogul said, just like we give respect to Thomas Edison, Aristotle, the great mogul said, if you can't be used, you're useless. You see the difference? Nah, you probably don't. Let's hear what else you got to say. I'm almost done with you.
It's the same shit.
Let's hear what else you got to say.
Nothing more so than me besides that it had a bigger impact. This song had a bigger impact. Cool.
You finally gave him the credit he deserves. You see how he got done saying, I'm better than him. We're in the same tier. His song had a higher impact. No, his song was better. Just say what it is. His song was better than mine. Like, really?
I blew up off the song too. I did the same thing.
That has nothing to do with the views either on the song. Everything to do with the content. It was better.
Do you feel like you owe him any loyalty as like, because I think that's what he's on. Because I told you that about it before.
Academics was in rare form this day. He's asking almost the next thing you really want to know. What does he say?
And he was like, this is supposed to be my friend, and I gave him. Look
at
him cut him off. You won't even let him finish. He's still talking. Like, really?
Hit me up or talk to him, man. You getting weird. I'm the type of
contradiction number 3. Do you hear it? He never even hit me up to talk. You said you call him all the time. Right before that, you said he's mad he didn't call you. Which one is it? Which one is it? Am I just imagining this? Which one is it? He said 3 different scenarios. Oh, he's mad I ain't call him. Oh, I was calling him all the time. Oh, he ain't called me. Which one is it? Do you guys see how this isn't even double speak? Whatever double speak technique they taught him, because you got taught that. You tried it, but you tried to go to another level that just clears everything out. Like, what? See, the interview's so long, if you weren't paying attention, you really wouldn't say what. That's why I broke it down. That would have made anyone normally think and go, what? You named 3 different scenarios. Which one is it? I'm confused.
Nigga,
I'm confused.
I'm not trying to do the internet shit. So when I am doing the internet shit, I'm reaching or I'm trolling.
Are we calling on phones or calling over the internet? He skips the question. Do you... Yo, I can't make this up. You skipped the question entirely. You can't even answer it. Academics was in rare form. He got you. This is what he does. You've seen his interview with X. This is what he does. He just tripped you up. Like, really? That's why he's silent. He's like, got him.
Niggas are trying to hit you up. Like, as soon as you say that shit, as soon as you say that shit to you know what I'm talking about, I hit his phone right away. No answer.
Let me ask you this, right? Because I think this is what the fans are looking at. The fans are like, yo, X ain't really saying it.
If the only time I'm hitting up another rapper is because I think he says something smart, are we really friends? If the only time I'm calling someone, hitting them up is because I think they mentioned something, am I really respectable to them? Do I really like them? Think about it logically. That's why this makes no sense. Last text, first text, I don't care. He probably wanted to get that off his chest and say, I don't want to think about that. I got bigger stuff on my plate. Let him know I care about him while we're here to do it. He was more mature than everyone around him dealing with this at the same time. So you're telling me you said all this in this interview and this is the man you respect. You idolize the man who violated him, but that's the man that you ride with, you're true to. He asked you very serious questions. What's your loyalty to him? Yo, you couldn't even answer. Like academics was in rare form. They were perfect questions, and you couldn't answer. Yes, I criticize how he does the way he does it. Sometimes how he goes about it. But honestly, being honest with you, any person who really wanted to get you would have been asking you straightforward questions. He did it so sneakily. You didn't even realize he caught you up in contradictions. You didn't even realize it. He did it so smooth. I can't even be mad
about it. But we've seen you address it. Why do you think X never? He hasn't said anything like yo fuck Trippie or he hasn't said nothing about it. Why do you think that's?
This is going to be a one I end on because this is the uppercut academics took. Academics, you went in on him. Low key, you went in on him. I don't think he realized it. Listen to what you're asking him. Like, oh my goodness, you're exposing him. Like, if X watched this, he knew who was his friend and who's not. Like, you're exposing him.
Like X hasn't like either put on
he moves the phone again.
Tweet something or respond
you just see his dress. He's like,
not
oh my
responding to
God. He silently said, "Fuck me." And you know how he did that?
Yeah.
So I'm done. No. We're done. Did you just hear what this guy said? Oh, he said F me in another way. He said physically, but you said it verbally. So he doesn't say F you, and you say that to him. But the question is, if we're talking about him throwing away your chain, why'd he do it? X wasn't like that. Why'd he do it? What did you do? What did you do? Because he wouldn't have just put your chain in the trash. Something happened. What happened? Can you be honest with that? Something happened. Now we're not dumb. Something happened. If he really threw your chain away, what did you do to make him go from rocking it as a gift to throwing it in the trash? Did you say something like, oh, I'm always over you? Listen, when you got that chain on, you need to join us anyway. Were you pressing him like you pressed him in this interview? Just like you pressed him in this interview. Did you press him? Yeah, I see it. You pressed him. That's what you did. You were putting pressures in the mix of some sort. We're not going to speak about the content of it. We're not even going to go into speculation. You pressed them for something. Why else would someone throw a chain in the trash that's worth money? There was something behind that chain. And then you went out and said F you because that was a sign of disrespect. But what did you do to cause that? You just went from saying you call him all the time to he didn't call you. What was going on? What were you introducing that he wasn't rocking with? That's the question. Would you introduce he doesn't rock with? I'm going to leave my viewers with the interview and the thoughts. If you want me to post the interview so you can watch it, I will do that. But there's something else in the mix. Academics, you know there is. Why would you ask him those questions if you didn't know that? Loyalty. You asked him about friendship. You asked him about his relationship dealing with Drake. You asked him about such specific questions. There's something you picked up on and you tripped him up so much.
I don't really got to speak on that. He's silently doing it. He don't got to say it.
He's silent. Now I don't know. Guys, it may not be the chain. He silently did it. Guys, I don't want to think about what I'm thinking about, but I'm going to say this. That is not normal for a man to say, like, if I'm talking about a joint, I'm like, yo, she be just disrespecting me. She know what she doing. That's how I talk about a joint. Then he doubled back. He silently does. What? He's silently saying F you? Is it because he's not answering your calls? So let me ask you, at the end of the day, who's the real weirdo? At the end of the day, who's the real weirdo? It ain't him. Because you're going to this extent because he silently says F you. Right. He, without saying a word, you just said that. Without saying a word, F you's a full word. How do you silently not saying a... I'm going to leave it to y'all imagination. I just want you to pick up on something. And I believe X was like, I'm TxxTentacion, bitch. Like, looked you in your... There was something that he looked at you. I'm out. What happened? Don't say it was because he's not calling. We already caught your body language. What happened? Something happened. There was something that didn't go your way. And part of it is the song. Part of it is you doing it dolly, feeling you're better than him. The other part is something else that you're not saying. That's very clear. We have men and women who are educated in this room. They just heard what I heard. Something ain't right. And it seems like X was not with it. He wasn't with it at all. Whatever it was you were doing. I don't know. But I know when I see somebody ain't with it. You rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. We in the building. We with it. The greatest nation since United Nations. We've been patient. We age and we dine like fine wine. Thank you for rocking with the channel. Subscribe, hit the bell. If you're new coming through, click it to all so you catch how these words fall. We are in the building. This is an analysis of Trippie read after he showed the last text, but in what context? When I seen this interview in March 2018, before his passing, do I believe y'all were genuinely friends? I would need to see a makeup of some sort. Even seeing that text is not enough because what you're saying in here is not clear. And you could not answer these questions as academics asked that were simply said, but you couldn't answer them. Very confusing. What really happened? All rights reserved.